Bien le bonjour, mes très chers amis. On continue notre péripétie dans les pires mauvais choix possibles et imaginables. Au menu, on a divorcé de Jim Gordon. Tiffany commence à se douter de quelque chose. Je suis le lèche-cul de Waller. Bref, tout va bien. Je vous reprécise, on dirait vraiment le pilote du TGV lorsqu'il parle. Je vous rappelle que tous les mauvais choix et tout ce que je vais dire ne reflètent en aucun cas ma vraie personnalité. On le fait pour s'amuser. Les dispositions sont prises pour les enfants afin de ne pas regarder les têtes coupées. Oncle Ben vous remercie. Oncle Ben vous remercie de votre voyage et profitez-en.
I emerged the victor, but the cost was too great. Lucius Fox is dead. Riddler is dead. And with him, the only lead I had to taking down the greatest danger Gotham has ever faced. And the person best equipped to help me is a threat to my deepest secret.
Carrément.
The Riddler was going to be my way in, once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line and knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne. First thing you need to know, I can keep your secret. And since you've been doing right by me, I'll continue to keep it. No reports, nothing. No one else needs to know. To deal with the present threat, though, I need both of you.
Je vais être le plus naïf
The man
possible.
inside and outside the mask. You have to understand, I'm not the enemy here. It may seem that way right now, but I'm not. Our problems are far too big for us to be bickering among ourselves.
You don't have to tell me that. I know we're on the same side.
I'm glad to hear it. I thought you might be harder to convince.
Non, je suis naïf et
When
con.
Riddler's friends hear he's dead, they ain't gonna just carry on carrying on. They might get sloppy. They might want revenge. Or they might simply accelerate their plans. I'm gonna need eyes everywhere in Gotham. A man like Bruce Wayne, with all his influence and resources, can go places Batman can't. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? Your public persona could be a great help to us here. Maybe even as much as Batman in certain situations.
I know when to be Batman and when to be Bruce. It's the mask that fits best at the time.
Tactical. Now you're speaking my language.
What the hell?
Looks like the whole city's under attack.
We've got a report of a raid on the Gotham PD arsenal. If those bastards get their hands on our weapons...
This is coordinated. It's Riddler's gang. It has to be. We're gonna need Batman for this one.
Agreed.
Emergency services is already pushed to the limit.
Then we'll have to redeploy patrol officers to defend the arsenal.
Don't divert any men, Ward. I can handle the arsenal call.
Then go already. Let's move, people. This is what we trained for.
There's been an attack in the financial district.
Biotech company on the west side is under siege.
La musique, elle est pas mal aussi, hein. Enfin bref. La bande son de ce jeu, de toute manière, elle est juste waouh.
What more do you want with me?
Hey, shut it.
You got what you came for. You don't need me.
Well, you better hope that's not true. Outlive your usefulness, and the boss will make a pretzel out of your neck.
Whoa.
Ouais.
How many are there?
I don't know. 10 or 12, maybe? The really big one, he made me give him the keys to the armored transport vehicles. I didn't want to, I swear.
It's okay. Get out of here. Now.
Thank you, Batman.
Hey, you about done?
Yeah, just about.
Laissez tomber, ça veut dire quoi ça? Ah! Ouh là là! La nuque elle a été brisée là, j'ai entendu hein.
Who are you?
A nightmare. Much like yourself. But you can call me Bane.
Ah ben...
A man cannot win a war alone. You fight well, but you fight alone. You will die alone.
La chorégraphie elle est vraiment top hein.
I can see why Riddler wanted to be the one to kill you.
Riddler is dead.
He's dead.
Riddler?
You should be worrying about yourself.
I promised my men a hell of a battle if ever I faced you. And I'd hate to disappoint. Oh, I haven't faced a true warrior since I left Peña Duro prison. You will pay for that.
La prise de l'ours.
Save your strength, man. This one is mine.
Le Venom. Le venin. Quelle prise de cage de la lucha libre!
I will give you a peaceful death. If you take it.
Il va lui briser la colonne!
This pain you're feeling, Batman.
Ah non.
Safe travels, my friends.
Je vais appeler Waller.
This is Waller. Batman? Hello?
Waller. Help. Help is on the way.
Enfin, Gordon, de toute manière, le divorce, il est déjà prononcé, mais là, ça sera encore plus prononcé, hein. Je fais vraiment les pires mauvais choix que vous pouvez imaginer. Quelque part, c'est une leçon. Le jeu vidéo nous donne une leçon, c'est-à-dire, quoi qu'il arrive dans la vie, il faut toujours essayer de faire les bons choix.
Batman! Say something if you can hear me.
Over here.
Oh my god. Batman! I found him!
We're going to have to unpin him. Batman, I'm gonna need your help to push this thing off you. 1, 2, 3.
The mechanic who was taken hostage. Where is he?
He didn't make it. I'm sorry. Who the hell did this to you?
Called himself Bane. His crew loaded the weapons onto the APCs and took them to a warehouse.
I really do appreciate you reaching out to me about this.
Ouais, de rien.
You really need to pull yourself together because the threat we're facing is worse than I thought.
T'as vu dans quel état je
A
suis?
gang of masked men hit a biotech manufacturer. Perf slipped right through our damn fingers. Every single one of them.
Happens to the best of us.
No, it doesn't. There's no excuse for failure. Not even my own.
This Bane and the crew who hit the biotech lab must all be members of Riddler's gang. I need to get back to the Batcave, figure out how this all fits together.
As soon as my team finishes cleaning up that biotech facility, I'll share with you any intel we discover. It's a sign our new partnership is off to a good start. You're on my team now, and I take good care of my people.
Allez, on va dire merci. Non, pas besoin.
Agent Avesta, you should be resting.
There will be time for that later. I wanted to thank you properly for saving my life. I wouldn't be here without you.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to rescue your partner.
I know you did everything you could have to save Blake. I hope you know that too. You were right to trust the director to help with this. Working with Waller will be the fastest way to stop these murderers before anyone else gets hurt. Consider that. You should go take care of yourself.
Alfred, prep the med bay. We're going to need it.
Alors je suis étonné que Gordon y soit pas venu. Ouais, c'est vraiment étonnant.
Bruce!
Je suis là, je suis là.
I'm fine. Really.
Oui, ça se voit, oui.
You are not fine, Bruce. None of this is fine. You were nearly killed tonight. Those minutes of silence, waiting for you to respond, they were the worst of my life. I didn't know if you were alive or dead, or if I would ever see you again.
It wasn't a great time for me either.
I know. We already lost Lucius. I couldn't bear losing you, too.
Non, t'inquiète pas, je suis Batman.
We can talk about all this later. Come on now. Let's get you patched up.
To patch up.
As if he wasn't bad enough, now Director Waller knows your identity. That information in her hands?
Waller isn't the one we need to worry about. Bane is still on the loose, with enough guns to arm a small militia.
I understand. The man died for you tonight, Bruce. Tried to save you from that monstrosity. Too many have died. In too short a time. The cost of this war, it just continues to rise.
It's gonna get a lot worse before it gets better. Bane is running free out there.
Mais je reviens sur ce que je sais plus qui avait sur ce que l'agent Vista a dit. Bruce Wayne qui a 32 ans, non. Il a peut-être 42 ans, mais pas 32 ans.
Was just a small part of a larger threat. Let's begin with the dart I pulled from his neck.
Got it?
I'm good.
Je souffre.
There's still some toxin left in here.
What kind of toxin?
Something new. There's a whole series of powerful psychoactive meds in this cocktail. Drugs that are lethal when combined.
Who could have come up with such a concoction?
And did the same
Moi je
person pull the
sais.
trigger?
Mais je vous le dirai pas.
Bane's attack was one of 3 tonight, all at the same time.
Let's bring him up. Get an assessment of the damage. Gothcorp Labs, genetic research facility.
Bon, ça c'est clairement Freeze. Hein.
Where do we even start with this?
Yes, I have no idea.
Authorities can't determine what was even stolen until all of that melts.
At least 20 dead, some completely encased in ice.
Others were frozen solid. Some of their limbs shattered as they fled. Waller's intel shows that the thieves made off with numerous pieces of equipment used in the storage and transportation of biological material.
I don't even want to think what they'd want that for.
No IDs on any suspects, though. Security cameras frozen. All witnesses dead.
Donc d'un côté on a Freeze et de l'autre Harley Quinn.
Some safety deposit boxes emptied. Contents unknown. Over a dozen dead, and even more wounded. Mostly by gunshot, though some victims had their heads smashed in.
That's barbaric. Witnesses place Harleen Quinzel at the scene, dressed up as a clown and wielding a mallet.
Don't ask me.
Riddler's friends are as insane and gruesome as he was. Perhaps even more.
Those same witnesses say that she acted alone. All that carnage. All by herself.
Guns, money, biotech. What are they planning?
We won't know until we get to Bane.
I don't mean to cause offense, but you're in no shape to beat the information
Non,
of
ça c'est
that
clair.
monster, or take on his friends if it comes to it. We've already seen how formidable Bane is on his own. Taking on all of them, that would be suicide in your current condition.
Alfred, you should know better than to underestimate me. Maybe you have a point. Even so, we can't just wait for them to strike again. The death toll is already too high.
You told Waller you knew when to be Batman and when to be Bruce. Riddler said his friends abandoned him at the Lady of Dublin.
He alluded to the fact that John Doe was one of them.
If that's the case, then John can get you close to the others. He already wants you to meet them. John Doe might be your best chance of getting inside, finding out what they're up to.
You're right. John's my ticket in. If I play my cards right, John might tell me most of what I want to know.
Well, the less you have to mingle with his friends, the better I'll feel about
Oui,
all
papa.
It'll be dangerous approaching Bane and his people this way. They'll be suspicious of anyone who isn't a proven criminal. You'll have to give the performance of a lifetime to pull the wool over their eyes.
Bruce Wayne has influence, an endless bank account, and as of last year, questionable integrity.
Everything a criminal network looks for in a new recruit.
So that's it then. I find John Doe and accept his offer. Hopefully the invitation is still open.
Good thing you hid that tracking device on him when you had the chance.
The stacked deck, that's where he is.
I suppose you couldn't wait an hour or two while you rest.
Not a
No.
chance.
Et bien sur ce, mes très chers amis, je vous propose qu'on s'en arrête là. En attendant, bah, je vous fais des gros bisous et prenez bien soin de vous.